Hello and welcome to Make Up with Indie. I'm Indie and today I'm going to be following a Korean makeup tutorial. I didn't really know what to wear, so I've put my black pink sweater on. Black pink in your area. So today's tutorial I'm following is by Anda and it's Teary Dewy makeup, screenshots and whatever to put in properly, but I really liked this. I thought it was cute and I wanted to try it out. Also, I'd just like to say I did style my hair, but it's just floofed. It's like fluffy and works on everyone's hair but mine. Also worth noting, I don't have any Korean products at all, so I'm just using what I've got and seeing if I can get close to the look that she's created. So now I have everything because I had to go get a sponge. Let's probably start. Okay, so we're starting off with the base and then gonna go on to conceal any areas because like I do have a couple spots over here. So yeah, that's what's happening first. Let's get my foundation sorted. Actually, I need to put moisturiser on because I've just taken off a fair amount of makeup because I did do a look earlier today, which at this point in time I need to edit that video, but that will probably be out before this one because that's just on my phone. So this is just moisturiser. She did say she had all the skincare done anyway. So that was just the peptide moisturiser from the Inky list. So now I'm going to use the Born to Glow foundations. These are a little, well, naturally radiant foundations, so I think this is a similar vein to the foundation that she's using in the video. So I'm just gonna mix up my shade and apply that with fingers like she did and then dot it out with the sponge that I've now lost. I'm gonna use a little wedge sponge to tap it out. Didn't overuse a base, as in it was a fairly thin layer, but I'm not gonna go too heavy with it either. Dab it on. Okay, I won't lie, I'm spreading it more with my fingers than what she did in the video. So now okay, so that's the first layer all tapped in, but I'm pretty sure I've missed kind of around here with coverage and on my nose as well, so I'm gonna add more around the jaw and my nose and that bit as well. I think ideally I need a much bigger wedge sponge than this one that I do have because it does feel teeny tiny. Okay, 2 rounds of base done and actually that does look very, very shiny, so I think I'm definitely going to have to powder this down. If she doesn't in the video, I definitely will be, to make this more matte and make the other things pop. So I believe concealer is the next step. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so covering concealer with, like, for me here. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Varium palette in light medium. So use a more yellow one on like spotty areas and then a pink tone under my eyes. And I only just realised that I didn't even have English subtitles on the video. That was kind of funny. I was just like, hang on a minute, I know what's going on, but yeah. I'm gonna start with under the eyes, and I am gonna use a brush for this. I find the little sponge a little bit awkward, especially like just, you know, under here. So this is a pink tone concealer. But look, it's really taking that shadow out. Colour correction, am I right? Actually, I'm gonna go into the corners there as well because that's quite blue. I'll go back with the sponge and dab it out after, but I just want to get right up to my eyelashes with a brush because it's just more control, I think. Although for Korean makeup we don't need to worry too much about eye bags as such, or at least, I mean, so 애교살, I fully understand what it is and what it means, but I never really know what to call it in English. But what I've seen, it's like a cute eye bag, but it's not eye bags in the sense of like the blue bags. So you see here, I was squinting, I've got like an eye bag. We actually want that with this kind of makeup, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, I'm just gonna finish the concealer. Okay, yellow corrects red. You don't have to use a green concealer half the time unless you have something really extreme like rosacea. These kind of spots are yellow and are totally fine to use. think I did go a little bit too dark with my foundation. Whoops. Okay, she uses a powder puff, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use me regular powder brush. Put some of that on there. Time to mat this down. There's so much powder in the air. How am I still choking on this? So the eyebrows are going to be kept fairly natural, not over heavy. In fact, I think mine look pretty decent as is. I'll fill them in slightly, but I'm not going to overdo it by any means. Just a little bit of pencil in. She did use a light mascara. Oh, that looks so dark compared to real life, dang. Yeah, she used a mascara to lighten up her brow hairs, but mine naturally are not black, so I think I'll get away with not doing that. Okay, so for shading, or contouring as we call it in the West, it's making a skinny nose, which, to be fair, I've got like a good amount of shadow on both sides here, so I'm just gonna follow that. And then it's a V-line around the jaw, which, yeah, let's get rid of some double chins. But it's mainly concentrated around like having a sharper jaw and a skinny nose with a little bit on the cheeks, but it's nothing like, I guess, a Western contour. So I'm gonna start with the jawline. Oh crap, I just dumped it on. Blend it out. I'm glad this is on camera because in real life it looks a bit too dark. Makeup dilutes on camera. This is harder to do the left side. I need to fix this. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I have toned it down, but it still looks a bit dark on camera, so I don't know if it's just the lights or whatever, so let's just continue. Add in a little bit on the cheeks, and then I'll get to the nose. I'm using this contour so lightly, and it's coming out way too dark. It's not even that dark. I hope it doesn't look just this dark in general. Okay, I'm gonna just fuck the nose up then. Let's go. Like, there's barely anything on the brush, and it's coming out super dark. And then she did that bit across the nose. Why is it looking so dark? It should not be that dark. So there's no extra eye primer, but it's going to be like a pink coral eyeshadow, so do I have that? Okay, I'm going to cheat because I found a blusher that's like a pink coral, so I'm going to use that instead. So it's going on the eyelid, and also under the eye. Hang on, I need to check things. Okay, so it's like, good thing I used a blush, I guess, because she's going right out to the cheeks. So it's like all of this area, and I actually could get a bit more, and then under here. But she's like going towards the cheekbone with it. I might use a mirror. So that part of the eyeshadow's done, and I look a bit like I've been a crying emo. I think that's what we're going for. I'm just taking the fluffy brush and making sure it's not too harsh around. Amazing how saturated this looks on the screen right now. Okay, so what's the next step? Okay, so now it's a glitter shade on the Agosar and the eyelid as well. Peachy, glittery. I mean, this, what I used, it did have a bit of a glittery thing to it, but it's not the same as like a glitter shadow. Oh, that one might do. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. And if it's too dark, I might just use one of my Stila highlighters. I'm gonna try it on the eyelid first, because I don't want to have a super dark Agosar eye bag. I mean, I do have this, which I could use on the as a highlighter. I'm gonna just use that actually, could not tell I put that on my eyelid then. Okay, so I've gone for the steel highlighter, and I think you can just about tell this is much more glittery than this eye. So I've gone for the middle one, which is the pink one. I think for the actual Igosal bit, I am going to use this pink shimmer stick. Just because it is... Oh no, I've just broken it. This is going great. So Igosal goes here. Okay, so I've just rectified it a bit because I missed what she said about clumping the eyeshadow, so I've used this highlighter here, and it was more like this area she was kind of clumping it into, and then I've gone over the Igosal with it as well. So it's looking good. She's gone on to, I think she said it was like a dark red, so I've got some dark colours, so that should be fine. So it's like the real edge here and going under with like a dark reddy kind of colour. I'm going to use a little pencil brush and I'm going to use like a light amount of the burgundy colour, I think, or maybe even this darker pink. I'll try that one first because it's lighter. I do have a very different eye shape as well. I've got much rounder and hooded eyes than what this gal has. This is the bit where I will probably have to change and adapt things just because different eye shapes. Can you even see? Have we got to bring it more onto the hood? I think so. Okay, I'm gonna do that off camera because I'm gonna just waste all of my memory card. So I brought it up onto the hooded part of my eye and then underneath. So trying to go with my eye shape as much as possible. I haven't got to eyeline yet, but if it goes up, I'm screwed. So I'm gonna do the other eye and then we'll get to liner, which I'm sure is gonna be great. The eyeliner doesn't go upwards. Yes. So it's pencil liner. Good on the corner. This feels weird. I've actually gotten so used to wearing like the pen liners that pencil ones feel really strange. I think it's just the drag on the eye. It moves my contact lenses. That's grim. I'm not really gonna try do any kind of a wing thing with my hooded eyes, so let's just ignore that. As in, it was almost like there was a tiny little flick up here at the corner, but if I look straight ahead, that just disappears. So it goes under halfway. So it's that kind of liner. I was just kind of doing a little more on the inner corner highlight because it looked weird without it, and I was thinking that this doesn't look that dissimilar to how I wear makeup anyway. So she uses like a sparkly purple to kind of go over the eyeliner here, and then it was like a somewhat reddish eyeliner to define the eye bag. I might do that with like a light brown powder so it's not just like super overpowering, as I've just like drawn some real dumbass line that shouldn't be there. So let me find my colours. I might just use a little bit of matte purple because I have a sparkly one to hand, because I should have looked more for palettes before I sat down and I didn't. What's this one in here? Ah, okay, I've got like a sparkly brown in here, so I think I'm going to use that one instead over purple, or I might mix them. I'm just going to add a bit more to the top line as well because it's not super defined eyeliner. That now looks crazy defined on camera, or at least from my view here. Okay, I see why she used purple. This is actually looking really, really dark. Oh, it's looking way too dark. This is the brush I used to do the pink. Guys, I've messed it up. Should have used the purple. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the pinky colour and see if I can lighten that up a little, because it was all going well. It'll have to do. Okay, so emphasising the eye bag. So on me, so if I kind of go like that, you see this little crease here, that's what I'm going to follow along. Seeming to do it more on my left eye than the right, I think, but yeah, it's like that bit. I'm just going to do a little teeny line. I'm gonna use this brush, I think, which is super small, and I might use like shade here. See how that does. Okay, I think that's... I've got powder on my eye. So if I kind of squint a little, it's more obvious. So this eye has it with, this one has it without. I naturally don't have much like fat in my under eyelids either, so this might look extra strange on me, but I do have natural creases of like where it would be. Oh, if I go like that. So I add a little bit of this darker pink colour under here into the enhancement of the eye bag ego style bit. So I'm just blending it out with a clean brush because it was a bit too much, but where I'm like going along like that, it's like perfectly in a crease line, so I think I got that in the right place. Might have looked better keeping it the light brown than adding the pink, but we roll. Next step, mascara. Oh, okay. We have individual lashes. So the ones she's using they don't look like these, they look thinner than these, but I have a feeling that's going to take me a while to do on camera, so I might have to do that off camera just because, again, I'm going to fill the memory card. So I'm going to add a couple of these lashes and hope they don't look too much because these are much more voluminous, more thicker. They're not like single hair ones like she has. So I'm gonna add some of these and then do mascara. So I searched high and low for tweezers, could not find it, and then eventually found one of these, which is a strip lash applicator that I've never used. Here, girl. I'm gonna do all of this off camera. Okay, so I sacked off the individual lashes entirely because they did not look good. So I've gone for these little wispy edge lashes, which is more of the feeling that she's kind of going for. So now I'm going to put some black mascara on when I find it. I'm going to put on my top lashes and then check if it's on the bottom as well. I think it is. Also, I don't normally do this after, I normally do it before I put my lashes on. Bye. This is where contact lenses are great. It's a barrier to your cornea, although don't recommend. So it's on my bottom lashes as well, mascara. The next step she's done is put, she's tight lined with a black on the upper and then a concealer along here. I'm not going to do either of those because it really severely irritates my eyes, and I think there's enough brightness down here and you can't really see the upper, so I'm happy with that. Don't want any eye irritations today. Okay, we're going for even more sparkles. Oh, actually, okay, so this step I've actually already done through low-key mistake earlier on, using a shimmery pencil like this one and just adding to the ego style and then above the lid, but like I said, I already did that, so add a little bit more. She did extend it under this line here and then put it here, which actually has rubbed off a little, so hooded eyes, how I love you. I don't have an eye glitter. I mean, I have glitter, but I haven't got one which is like what she's got, as well, you know, like a glitter liner. So I might have to skip that bit because I know there's gloss to come. I've watched the video before. Let's do blush first, and it looks a pinky tone. But to be, I could probably just use the one I used to start with on my eyes because that looks around the same-ish colour. Okay, so it's Major Flush Cheeks, which is where it starts to look weird on me. So I am going to use the same blush as I did earlier. I'm going to sweep it across here. And then it does go across the nose, but I'll do that in a little bit. Because I have a much taller nose and different bone structure, it doesn't look as cute, I don't think, especially because I have more like sunken eye bags naturally as part of my bone structure. It's alright, but it's not like the full cute effect, you know what I mean? I think that looks enough. Okay, so like second to last step is going to be the lips, and it's going to be the iconic Korean gradient lip, which, you know, I haven't got similar products, so I'm going to have to like fake it a bit. So I've got a red lipstick palette, which when you use like a red on the inner, oh that tickled, no, don't like that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna look through my bag of lip stuff for another one that I need. Oh, I need the lip gloss, so I'm gonna get that out. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. This is a tinted Paw Paw, which ain't that tinted, so I might put that on first, and then use this liquid lipstick, and then wherever I put it, a red in the middle. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll work. It'll be fine. So let's get some Paw Paw, because I need some lip balm on anyway, and my lips are, they do have foundation on. You know, you don't want a solid outline. Basically, this is how I'm gonna cheat having a glossy lip tint. Like, alright, hang on, this is tinted, so maybe this does count. Could get away with just this actually, and the red lipstick, because this looks alright, you know? It goes well with like these colours up here, so yeah. We're gonna sack off this lipstick, and then use, I'm gonna go for like the, so there's one that's like really quite orange, and I'm gonna mix this orangey one with a bit of this red one for the inner centery lip bit. I don't have big lips, so it's gonna be semi-effective on me. So I'm not like smushing, rubbing my lips like this, how I would, you know, usually try to get lipstick everywhere. I'm just kind of, it's like transferring it, patting it. I'm gonna use like a teeny little bit more of the darkest red, just for a little bit more of depth, and then I'm gonna put a buttload of gloss on. So the lip's done, and I've overlined a bit with the gloss to make it try to appear bigger. You can definitely tell this is pink and this is red. Maybe I should use a dark pink instead for the lips, but oh well, she used like red, so I used red. With like leftover gloss, because I decanted it, I'm gonna put it on the eyes in the areas that she did. So, you know, where we put the pencil up here, and I mean, for the most part it's up here. I'm not really sure how I feel about putting it here, but I'll see. And then I might add a couple specks of glitter to it. I'm not sure if this lip gloss is peach flavour, but I can definitely smell peach. So maybe it is the gloss. I didn't notice it before. I need more gloss. I'm just using a clear gloss. This is like oddly, well, I say oddly long. It's just really long for some reason, but it's like satisfying. I feel like that way about spoons as well. So because my eyes are hooded, my entire eyelid is now just covered in gloss. I feel like the gloss is gonna make the mascara run, but see how it goes. That's a strange feeling. My eyelids are so sticky, god. But it's just, my low-key ruined it. That's what really made my eyelids feel very heavy. So I have this, got this colour glitter, which I think will look nice. So I'm gonna use like the tiniest amount, and I'm gonna use my gloss brush to just pat a little bit on the eyelids there. So the last step is the highlighter, and it's just gonna go here on the nose. I mean, I'm kind of looking shiny again. So I'm gonna start off with this one, and if that's not highlighter enough, then I'm gonna use that one there, that white one. See how this comes out first, and if I want more Fanta, I will add the other one. I'm gonna use other, because we do want it to be a bit more of like an extreme highlighter, but you know, only in certain areas. So that is today's video, today's look. Check out the description for the original tutorial by Anda. 안다에게 정말 감사합니다. Yeah, I really like it. The only thing is the gloss feels on my eyelids because they're hooded and it's just gone everywhere. So aside from that, I would wear this. I think it's really cute. I really like it, and yeah. Ooh. So let me know if there's any other tutorials you want me to follow or have a crack at, do my own spin on or whatever, like, because like I said, I don't have any of the products that she did. I just have what is close to it. So there we go. Like, subscribe, whatever you want. I don't know. See you in the next one. Bye.